and I feel like they're ready. Maybe they're ready to trial, maybe they're not. Turn them loose, see what happens. They go to the trial, they shock their handler with the first cue, and there is a huge emotional reaction in the ring at the very first cue, okay?
Yeah.
They will come back to class, and I'm like, dude, so much stronger, like noticeably stronger.
Okay.
Now, I have seen that enough times to be a believer in it, in these classes. So I know that that huge reaction when your dog surprises you makes an impression that leads to more of what you want.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. So I want you to maybe think about, what does that look like for her? Like with Rebar, she always expects a lot from me because that's how we are together. She's a clown, so I meet her there.
Yeah.
So in my apron, I always have 3. Well, really 4. There's food, there's ball, there's a frisbee, and there's a tug.
Yeah.
And she likes the element of, I don't know what's coming out.
Ah, okay.
So it's always going to be food and odor every single time, because that's our covenant between each other. You find food, you find the odor, you're going to get food. But to put a bow on the search, she doesn't know what's coming out.
Okay.
And I see her eyes go, at all of them,
Yeah.
because she didn't know what to expect. So that's how I put a bow on my search.
Okay.
So think about him and what might just really make a huge impression when your search is over.
All right. Yeah.
Like Katie, I can't do that with. I will pull out a ball and she'll look at my food pocket and I'm like, oh, that was a failure. You know, you got to know the dog,
Right.
or let the dog tell you. Like Lil T, she has to be safe before she can take the frisbee. So like I would know that here I could throw the frisbee, but at a trial, that may not be a reward for her. She may not perceive it as a reward for her because she has to be totally safe to accept that frisbee.
Right.
Whereas the lab is like, I'm always safe. Yeah, right. And so you got to know who's on the leash, and over time, what does that dog perceive as a big reward?
Okay. We'll work on
And
that.
it's not just dispensing food.
Yeah.
Just I mean, that's okay. But if you really want to make your reward count, study your dog and what can you do.
Okay.
Some dog, like Jamie with Kratos, she'll pop him on the butt and he knows he really did good. She'll feed him an odor, and then when it's done, she'll pop him on the butt. And his face just goes, I did so
And
good.
I've got
But you
his-
got to know your dog.
I got his toy and I keep forgetting to bring it out. Like.
Okay, so I want you to start thinking about the sequence of events. So when you call finish, if I say yes, that's frisbee time.
Okay.
If I say no, you left one or whatever, you keep searching and then you say finish, then the word finish leads my brain to go behind my back into my apron and pull out something.
Okay.
That's what the F word means to me in a search. Finish, and my hand goes back.
All right. Hey, boo.